Jesus saved me, yes he did, but you guys helped a lot. And if it wouldn't have been for my wonderful family and my friends that stuck by me, I thought I burned all the bridges. I thought I had no friends left. I thought I did my family so much harm that they could never forgive me, but they never once backed away, kept right on coming back. When I was a little kid, my sister died, and I thought if God was such a great God, he could just come down, swoop down, and help me, save my little sister. And he didn't, so I was mad at him, and I took that on with me to my teenage years. And I found alcohol and drugs, and before I knew it, I was deep into methamphetamines, and it started with Adderall and pot. Everybody says, oh, it's just pot, or it's just Adderall. That's how it starts. Every time, that's how it starts. You don't just start doing the big drugs. You start with the small ones. And so, I hurt everybody I loved. 9 years, I just lied and stole my way through life to support my habit. And one day, I was working at Coachman. My boss came over to me, Fair and Fry, and he asked me if I heard about Teen Challenge. And I was always coming up with excuses why I couldn't go to work. I was always late. I was always the guy who was sick or just didn't show up, and I felt bad, but I didn't know how to help myself. I wanted to quit, and I just didn't know how. And the day I thought when there was no more hope, Farron came and asked me if I want to go to Teen Challenge, and I said, I don't. I said I don't want to go. And then another one of my good friends came up and said, you're going to Teen Challenge. He didn't give me much choice. He packed my stuff, took everything out to my mom and dad's house, and I came to Teen Challenge without hope. I knew of Jesus, but I didn't know Jesus. And so I came to Teen Challenge, and I found something that I've never had before. I've gone to church, but I've never surrendered. And when I got here, I didn't have anywhere else to go but to surrender. And so I gave my life to Jesus, and I've never looked back. For a year, it's been nothing but blessings, and now I have a fear. I don't want to do what I used to do. I have a fear of God, not because He's going to strike me dead, but because He saved my life, and I owe Him my life. Come on. And I want to give Him my life. I told Him if He can do something with this miserable life, then He can have it. And so that's where I'm at today. My family, I couldn't have done it without them. And so I fell on my knees and I asked Jesus to come into my heart, and so far He's been there every step of the way. And now I don't ever want to go back.
That's right.
Amen. The one thing I love about this ministry is that it's raw. It's real. It's just right there where the issues are, and where the problems are, and where broken lives become mended and sinners become saved, And there's something about that I don't ever want to be far from. And you know, with Matt, I remember a few months ago. Well, let me take it back to a few months before that even. I thought, I don't know that he's going to make it. I honestly don't know that he's going to stay and complete. And, you know, he was hitting some walls, like we like to call them here at Teen Challenge. It's not just, you know, Christian lingo. You can picture a wall and you can picture someone running and then you can picture the wall stopping them. That's what happens a lot here in Teen Challenge. And God allows those walls for various reasons. You know, there's for deepening of our character and our growth and our maturity in Him, because He wants men and women in the faith that are mature, not just Christians by name only, but those who represent Him well. And so He allows these walls and these things in his life to, you know, for the deepening of his faith. And I thought there was a time when he had hit a wall that he wasn't gonna get through. And so I was praying one day, and I remember he was up on the couch area, which is where men sit right before they leave. And I remember thinking, could this be it? You know, is this it, or is this not? You know, and I remember there was a turning point, I think, in there. And then I want to say a few months ago, well after this wall that I'm talking about, I overheard a conversation. I wasn't even part of it, but he was talking to Eric in the office, in Eric's office. And I love my brother Eric and his way of discipling